Mm.
So gotta talk about whatever I want.
More
Yeah,
or less.
motherfucking episode 3 of Caspers Cauldron. My motherfucking boy Camacho.
Welcome back, bitches.
And we got taking no L's, right? So let's start there. How did you come up with that name?
How'd I come up with that name? Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm on the Zoom. How'd I come up with that name?
Yeah.
Well, it went through a long list of names to get to that.
Okay.
Now you
You
got
use a Wu-Tang generator?
now you got y'all who know me from my government.
Yeah.
From back in the day, from how many years ago?
For sure.
You know what I mean? And then you got, you know what I mean? That one from L's. I went from Kid Black when I was young to L's. Let's keep it simple, because I'm not a kid no more. I was like, no L's. I was like, fuck it. Why not just go by taking no L's? And then there we are.
And let me tell you this, man, because how I know you used to hang out with my neighbor, right? I remember back in the day.
Who was it? Who was it?
Well, if I tell you the situation, you might remember. You used to walk around with a golf club without the club. You remember that?
Yeah, I was. Oh man, I was young. I was looking to fuck some shit up.
Yeah. All right. So, what do you call it? I also see. I know personally. I know Link from when I stayed in Strathmore years ago, right? And to see you with Link doing the No Days Off shit is a beautiful fucking thing. How did that come about?
I met Link through music, because Link is a dope artist. He's one of like I like, not for nothing. I haven't been in the music scene that crazy lately.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I've been taking a lot of time to myself. But I met Link as an artist. He's a dope ass artist, and he supported my music totally and fully. And he's a solid, good dude. He did nothing but support and make sure I stayed on the right track.
Yo,
That's how I met Link. Yeah.
Let me tell you this, man. I heard your song Britney's Story. Now,
yeah,
dude, that's up there. Like, you want to talk about like storytelling?
No,
like,
that's for sure some good storytelling.
We got Slick Rick, we got like Ghostface Killer, but your ability to tell a story that everybody that's, especially from where we're from, right, that's been in that environment can relate to. Like when you said Walmart in the aisle by the Solo cups, you painted the story so fucking vivid, bro.
For sure.
And then when you talked about you went to go get the door, but the door was like I felt that shit in my spirit, like I was there, and I was like, oh my God. But I knew you was dope since, I mean, back in the day, the videos you sitting in the car spitting wild shit.
Bro, you so
hard. And
just remember rapping in David's room.
Yeah, back when we was younger, used to spit them bars back then. We used to kill that shit though.
We used to be wilding out. You know what I'm saying?
We was young though. I was like 15,
but it's just like
16.
who'd have thought? You know what I'm saying? But now you're like you're like a full ass artist now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm the only one who took it serious.
From throwing rocks at your window and shattering that shit to smoke a blunt. Now look at you.
Yeah, because y'all old motherfuckers try to wake a nigga up at 12 o'clock at night, just throwing rocks. Dink. Yo,
motherfucker, don't answer your phone, bitch. The fuck you mean?
Nigga, I didn't have a phone. Nigga, it's free after 9 o'clock. Niggas didn't have phones like that. We were 15. What do you mean? You gonna call
I know you had that Nokia shit. You'd be like, you got a text for like 20 minutes to get one sentence out.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yo, listen, that's fucking I remember those days. Call me after 9. But yo, Lyndon, what's so prolific?
I'll rock at your window at midnight.
What's prolific about you, Lyndon, is I'm one of the people. I look at your page and I'll see from the things you post, just the pictures and some of the words. I could get like a little description about kind of what you're either going through or where you stand as a person. And I noticed that you're one of the few men that could talk about like, yo, I'm not feeling good right. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like this feeling. And I think that is something that a lot of people need to be able to do, especially men, because we don't like to talk about feelings or talk about that bitch hurt my feelings and shit. Usually it'd be X to the next. But I see some of your posts, I listen to your music and you got emotion. You're emotionally intelligent of where you are and what you're feeling. And you don't mask it like so much people of our generation do.
Do you know what the issue is with men and emotions? A man's emotion is not respected. You
Nah, it's like
understand
they
what I'm
almost
saying?
treat it like a sign of weakness or some
A
shit.
woman, it's a sign of weakness, but I can fight. So people can take it however they want.
I
You know what I
seen it.
mean?
I've seen it.
people, people take it however they want. I'm not like a bipolar crazy. I'm gonna go fight you for no reason, but you know what I mean. Somebody step to me, but you know what I mean. Like I don't like you know what I mean. Like it's alright to say you're not okay. It's okay to not be okay, but you know what I mean.
I be there a lot too. You know what I'm saying? I get
what
it.
you do with it, what you do with
Right.
it is what you know what I mean. What really counts. You know what I mean. So
It's
yeah, I'm
funny.
just getting over a hard time right now. So
It's funny the double standard that comes with shit like that. Especially women. Women want a caring, loving guy until they get it, and now you a little bitch. You know what I mean? Like,
I
women
feel
don't
like they're
want you to be
over
her piece. They want
masculating
you to be
women
her
now.
problem.
Is the
Women,
problem.
yeah, hell, yeah, women are way over
Like
masculine. Because you know what it is?
you know what I'm saying? It's like, and it's no hate on women at all. I love them. You know what I'm saying? But more of the story is, it's like they get to be a dude at the end of the day, but they can have all the feelings and shit and not be shitting on.
No, women don't want equality. They want superiority. There's a difference.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well, I guess, you know,
That's
it's
what it comes
kind of
down
fucked
to.
up. Remember when they used to say it was a man's world? I don't see that shit. Never seen it.
No, you know what it is? You know what it is? I don't know if you've seen, but men are more compassionate than women. And women will never admit that because if you see a woman struggling, a man's more likely to help.
Right. Even
Women
if he
are
has
not likely to
ulterior
help a
motives,
man
but it's true.
struggling. They're more likely to be like, I'm going to go find somebody who's not struggling.
Right.
You know
For
what I mean?
sure.
And then women don't
To
really
latch on to
understand.
stability.
Yeah, a lot of women nowadays are going to die alone, or they're going to wait till they're about 35, 40 and be like, yo, I need a good man. Then they wait till they're 50 before they even get close to married.
Or they go
Talking
fuck a
about, I
90-year-old
knew him since,
man and take all his chicken, you know?
yeah.
You
Talking
know what I
about,
mean?
huh?
how
You
much
already
of
know.
that? How much of that? I guess train of thought that women have, do you think is I guess kind of furthered along by like music, by movies, by social media, right? Because now women more or less are comparing themselves to another woman, right? Or
That's all women do.
and like the guy thing, right? Like I got a guy with a Beamer, but this one got a Ferrari. I'm gonna go to the Ferrari,
But
right?
the real one got the Honda, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I feel like that comes later in age, right? Like, I mean, I've said it before. The 5% has got this whole thing about knowledge of self, right? Buddhists have it, like many different avenues to get to this place of figuring out who the fuck you are. And I feel that too much people have no idea of who you are, which just comes down to the 5% breakdown. 85% of people dumb, deaf, and blind. 10% know the truth, but they charge you. These are the bloodsuckers of the poor. And then 5% know the truth and they teach it, and they fucking try to spread knowledge of asking those questions. That's like, yo, who am I? What's this about? This whole life shit, what it's about, instead
Well,
of
the thing is with the difference is, right? Like with man and woman and life and everything, women don't know the first thing about men at all. At all. They think they know everything and they don't know a damn thing. They
Well,
don't
because they grew up
understand
with
that.
like Cinderella and shit. Like a Prince Charming's always gonna come and save you, and now fucking like even a story like Snow White, now that's a rapist because he kissed you in your sleep. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Everything's so fucked right now.
No, women don't respect men because they're not being taught to respect men. Men respect
Yeah, I
women
feel like it's been programmed from
because
day one.
we biologically respect women, but women are literally trained their whole entire life to not
I mean,
respect men,
there's a couple things within that, right? Like, so a man needs a woman for the purpose of reproduction, right?
and vice
Um,
versa.
and yeah, but within
Yeah,
that, we do give them a certain amount of power because of the way that we'll either court them or deal with some shit that you know women don't really deal with, right? Like for us, it's so simple, right? Like, yo, you're my girl. Like this is how you should act if you are my girl, and not no like reins, like you gotta controlling shit. But if you're gonna fuck with me, you should actually fuck with me instead. Like, do you fuck with me or fuck with what I could do for you? You know what I mean? And then
Most women always starts off. All most women always starts off with what they see in you. Like you have to have potential, and they're
right.
gonna try to mold that. Women don't just talk to men and be like, "Yo, I love him no matter what."
You
You
ever
know what I
feel
mean?
like that
Because
diamond in the rough theory though gets like misconstrued Like they see a fuck up, but he looks pretty, and they want to change him. It's like they say they want you for you, but then all of a sudden you look down the road like 10 years later, and Shorty wants you to be a fucking businessman in a business suit when you were just rocking Tim's and a do-rag your whole life, and like that's what it is.
Within that, I also think there's like this element of like a chick that wants a dude that she could help because internally it makes her feel better about herself, right?
Women also want a man that, for the most part, from what I've seen, women like to control men. You know what I mean? And man has no problem being controlled by a woman to an extent, but as long as we're in charge, if that makes sense. Because everything we do is for a woman. We don't listen. Nobody needs a fast car. You know what I mean? Nobody needs a giant house. Women get mad because we're happy in a room with a couch and a TV.
Yo,
that's it. No pictures on the wall. We eating off plastic dishes, and I'm fucking as happy as a pig and shit.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? Girl comes over. Now you need silverware. You need painting on the wall.
Yo, I got me a real one right now. I ain't gonna lie. I love you, Jenny. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, yo, she really fucking lets me be me, for sure. Like, she pushed me to do this, too. You know? And, like, she's been telling me I should do some shit like this. And then my homie right here came with the perfect opportunity. And now we're just gonna fucking seize the day, you know? But she's at my back, too. She likes the plastic silverware with me, you know? But that took me a lot of soul searching.
So, Lyndon, what's going on with you? How are you? I mean, you said you went through a little bit of a breakup or some type of rift in your life. Are you putting any of that onto the pad?
No.
You don't want to get too personal?
Yeah, that's not a pad and pen type of situation. Like I put other things in. I put.
You think she would feel some type of way?
No, because I don't. I'm not. It's not. No, because it's not about a breakup. You know what I mean? That's not what. That's not the whole aspect of my life. I've been going through a lot of other things. You know what I mean? You ever heard the term "that's the straw that broke the camel's back"?
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? So that has nothing to do with, you know what I mean, how I'm feeling.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was just part of it. Like it's complicated. It's too complicated to be online with. But you know what I mean?
I get that. Sometimes you want to keep some shit private too.
Yeah, things are private. You know what I mean? Everything's copacetic. You know what I mean? It's not like there's no hatred going on. It's only love. Everything's great. Everything's fantastic.
Right.
Everybody goes through
the feelings. They'll pass. You know what I'm saying? People beef.
Can we? You know what I mean? Can we expect like an EP or album coming out within the year?
I got beats that need to drop.
I got beats, man.
You gotta send me some beats.
Yo, can I just say something? Yo, my favorite song of yours is "Talk to Me Nice." I want a fucking full blown.
Talk to Me Nice.
That's my shit, bro. Like dead ass, bro. Like my daughter dances to that shit. I got a 1-year-old baby fucking about to Harlem Shake and shit. Like that shit's fire, bro. Like dead ass. Like that night when I saw that shit, I had to hit you up. Like you made me want to rap again, and I want to do it just because like it made me have that fun in me again. You know what I'm saying? That shit's fire, bro.
The reality of Long Island rap, right? I remember meeting Ross Son years ago, bro. I actually I met Mr. Cheeks that night too. Mr. Cheeks gave me like a stack of singles at this fucking hood party in Gordon Heights to just give to strippers and shit. He taught me how to do that. I met Ross Son that night though. So we got Ross Son. Keith Murray kind of fell off the map a bit. But we got Ross Son. Right now we got Mouth. Mouth is
a monster. That's my homie right there.
John Jiggs is nice.
John Jiggs is a monster himself.
40 Shaw is nice, and then Nam Nitty. And we got you. Mozart is nice.
Nah, and you can't forget about Larry, a beast.
So I mean, but what I'm saying is like, yo, you're
shout out to Danny Cali too.
Yeah, you know? Shout out. We're gonna have Danny Cali on next week.
Figs.
You know? but you're definitely like, you're not some dude that raps a little bit. Like you're nice. You're fucking.
You're like a full blown lyricist now. Like you blow my fucking mind, bro. Like it's like you went to rap college out of nowhere, and I didn't see you for a couple years, and like you're like the third form of a Pokemon now. Like you're there.
You know what it is? Jail will do that to you. Jail will do that to you, man. You go to jail, you see some shit. You know what I mean? You have nothing but time on your hands.
Oh, so I get up way better at drawing, probably doing a bit.
A lot easier.
Yeah, and you know what? I actually say that shit all the time. I got blessed. I got a 2 to 4, but I got Willard. I was the last like camp to go through Willard because Willard's now a closed prison. Downstate too. Downstate's closed. But I look back and you know that little time away is fucking. I got more done in that time as far as like work on myself and mentally.
Bro, listen, I tell people this all the time. If jail had bitches and my kids, I would go back to motherfucking jail.
Right? It's just so it's just simple. It's like chilling at the hotel room. They bring you your food and shit. You know what I'm saying?
You got the homies in there. I know how to handle situations. It's either we get along, we don't, or you get, or we fight. Like it's not overly complicated.
That's the thing with
You know what I
men
mean?
though. It is like we got that gray area, right? Where it's like when you're arguing with a female, she's gonna push the buttons, like she's trying to catch the hands or some shit, right? But with men, it's like if we got beef, we're gonna talk about it, but we know to not cross that line. It's like almost like if everybody had a strap, people would
Yeah,
treat each other with more respect
yeah.
because you know
So
that you can catch it, you know,
so
no matter what.
I was talking with T, right?
Okay, okay.
And we was laughing. We was talking. And you know how we you know how we grew up. You know what I mean? If we see a
For
man
sure.
hit a female, we on his ass. We on him. There's no
Right.
ifs, ands, or buts. If we see any type of abuse of a woman, we on him. We on him. There's no conversation. Now I'm 34 years old and I'm looking at
You're
women.
like, what that bitch do?
No, yes, yes. Now a woman gets hit. I'm like, he's like, you shouldn't hit women. Wait. But what does she do? Because I've never hit a woman before. But I'm not saying that. You know what I mean? Some women won't stop unless you, because it's a delusion that they. I've heard so many women be like, I fight men. I've
And I've
yet to
seen a
meet a
lot of
woman
women
who
fight
can
men
fight
too and
me
do
and
real
beat
good.
me. I'm
Shit.
not saying I fight women, but you know what I mean. Like I'm 6'4", 240 pounds, and I can fight.
I feel like you've been that size since you fucking 14.
What?
I feel like you've been this size since you were 14.
Now, when I was 14, I was 5'10".
God damn, you tall, bro.
Yeah,
I
now
don't.
I'm
Well, I
6'4",
always
but
was small, so I don't know. I seen you the same size to this day. I
y'all was big
remember
ass
slap
kids when I
boxing you and
met
get my
y'all.
whole
Y'all was
face swelled up.
Well,
huh?
I could understand what you're talking about though,
I
because
remember you smacked me so hard slap boxing, bro. My whole shit swelled up in Craigie's backyard. And you're like, my bad. I'm like, oh, it's all good. It's all
Yeah,
good,
no,
nigga.
because
Chill.
I remember because I didn't like to fight growing up. I did not like to fight. I hated fighting
I
growing
still
up,
don't
but I
really.
could fight. Like I love to fight for fun. I love to fight for fun. I'll hop in the ring. I'll slap box with you. I'll box with you. I'll bare knuckle, whatever, for
I
fun.
remember having to jump to try to get you.
well, you know
You
why?
know?
Because once it's not for fun, right? Once it's not for fun, now it's like actual like conflict. So now it's like, yo,
Right.
there's no hold back as to where like you just fighting with your boy or slapboxing or whatever. You still got
Right.
like a amount of
Some
like love
control.
or
It's a
respect for that
controlled
person.
like situation.
Yeah. But
It's for
also that
fun.
situation you said about like because I always said this, like if I ever feel like I have to hit a bitch, I don't need to be with her, right? But like
For
then I think
sure.
hypothetically, you got a girl, she's 8 months pregnant, you come home from work early one day, you walk in the room and she done getting dicked down by the landlord, right? Now
Revenge of the Milkman.
she's pregnant, so you can't hit her, but you could. Little kick down the step. But you know what I mean? Like situations like that will fucking probably make you twice.
You look at it like this, right? You look at it like this. There's certain things that I would hit a woman for. I'm not saying I have hit a woman because I don't deal with it that long enough, but cheating is not one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because that's
well then because it's like, you know, you can't like sometimes you gotta blame if your shorty's cheating, I feel like you don't get mad at the homie that's doing it. You know what I mean? Because
you
you've
get
been a
mad at
man
you
too
get
in that
mad at your story,
situation.
yeah. But at the
Yeah.
same time,
Not loyal.
that's something that'll hurt, but it's not something that'll make me fight or make me hate because you know what I mean? Like if we're married,
You might have
okay.
to defend yourself from taking a bottle over the head and shit. Like you can't let shorty kill you neither.
No, you can't. You can't. But listen,
At
again,
the
I'm
end of the
6'4".
day.
I'm the strong dude. You will not. I could restrain you easily. I'll put you in a bear hug, and you will regret me squeezing you so hard.
But then they're gonna
You know
act
what I
like you
mean?
smoked her out and fucking threw her off a fucking fire escape and shit and all this extra
Listen,
shit, you know?
I don't know my own strength sometimes. Sometimes I'll be fucking that whole shit up, and I'll just be, you know what I mean? Like I go snatch something and fuck them up, and be like, oh my bad. I wasn't even trying to do that. I was trying to get my shit back. My bad. I didn't.
I get it. It's like
You know what I
that
mean?
that bear strength shit. You know,
And
I get
that
it.
don't even be my full strength. That's why I don't hit women, because if I hit a woman, her head's
Right.
coming off.
I don't feel like even in a situation, let's just hypothetically speaking, if you had to even fucking defend yourself in that sense, I don't even feel like a man will go full strength.
You don't no, it's not that you won't, you don't have to.
Right. But that's the thing nowadays. It's like you'll have a female test you in that sense. Where it's like she's trying to get this full potential shit out of you. And it's like, but why? You know what I'm saying? Just to make you look like shit in the end, you know?
You know what
Yo,
it
I had a
is?
shorty try to hit me with a hammer one time,
Well,
bro. What
Camacho,
do you do? You know what
know
I'm
what
saying?
it is? You know what it is, Camacho? A chick will provoke you and get mad when that shit works.
Yeah, I guess they win, right?
You know what I mean? Like they like to test it. Like, well, what I gotta do to make him get this mad? What do I gotta do to make him do this?
You know what it is? I think it's all Western culture that gave that notion to women. I feel like if you take it, because that's why you always hear you're the Middle East, right? You got family.
The village will probably stone a woman that like
Yo, they
like all of
still
us
do.
chilling, like your girl
They still
cheats on you and
do.
she's gonna get stoned.
They still stone people out there.
Yeah,
For sure.
no,
That's
but
what
I'm
I'm
just saying,
saying
like,
though. It's like it's
but
so different.
I'm saying,
So they
a
got
woman
more
will,
freedoms.
a woman will act differently under the threat of violence.
Right.
That's why you
Which
see
I don't
abusive
think you would
relationships
have to
lasting
use
so
to
long. And you
control
hear,
anybody,
oh, I
but
was
it's
scared to
fucked
leave.
up.
No, you wasn't scared to leave because you came back. Every time that
Right.
man went to work, you sat in that house talking about, oh, no, that's a poor me story to me. Because when he left, you could have left and never came back. They have woman shelters. They have every hotline under the sun for a woman. So if you're getting abused, you wanted that, because not saying that you wanted to get abused, you know what I
Right.
mean? But you're in love with the drama.
See, that's where shit gets like that can be misconstrued. So it's like it's like some people feel like stuck in the sense where it's like, so there's women they're still trying to that diamond in the rough. It's not even a fucking diamond. It's really like cubic zirconia.
Well,
And you're trying to hold on to it, thinking you're gonna polish that shit and make it better, and now you got a bruised face. You know what I'm saying? So,
but
you know,
I,
there's a thin
I
line.
think,
And any women that you're gonna abuse, go to a fucking shelter, go get it right. Call your big
yeah, but
brother,
I
whatever.
think
You know,
That's
get it done.
exactly what I'm saying.
there's an amount of conditioning that goes on, right? So let's say I'm with a girl, right? And I'm like, bitch, you ain't shit, you ain't shit, you ain't shit, bitch. Eventually, she's gonna start to believe it, right? So then she gets out of that clusterfuck, however long it takes her, because she thinks she deserves it, goes around somebody like Lyndon, a nice guy, and he's like, oh, you're beautiful, you're queen to the earth. And she's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know what I mean? Because they're so conditioned to that fucking.
Yo, I've talked in my past women who've been in abusive relationships or shitty relationships, and you talk to them. You know what I mean? You have a good time. You give them the best time of your life. They say it. They be like, oh, best time of my life. Come back for seconds, thirds, fourths, fifths, eighths, ninths, tenths,
But
hundreds.
go back to the other motherfucker.
And then immediately just be ghosts. And it just be ghosts. You're like, what the fuck just happened? You stop answering texts. You stop answering everything. I done bought you flowers. I done took you out to eat. I done did all this shit for you. Gave you the best pipe that you, and now you say here, you gone. That's just like that. If I got the best poo-tang in my life, I'm not just gonna up it. You definitely gonna get a call at least once a week. You know what I mean?
100%.
At least once a week.
For sure.
100%. But you know what? Women got, like, nowadays, women got it so fucking easy, right? Andrew Tate says some shit like it. He's like, yo, you see like a fucking 50-year-old on a yacht with a nice fucking, 20-year-old chick. He had to work his ass off to get the yacht. She just had to come to him. You know what
How
I
many
mean?
20-year-old
For
dudes you
sure.
see on a yacht with millionaires?
Hey, it's not for nothing. Shit, I would show my butthole on OnlyFans for $5,000 a week and shit. Easily. I'll show it right now for $10. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, think about how easy it is to even come up with paper where you could be like, yo, a nigga ain't shit. Because I just showed my Toto for fucking 10 minutes and I made fucking, yo, what was it? Iggy Azalea, 370 grand, 24 hours.
Yeah.
Okay? Y'all want to see my dick? You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, man. Throw your boy 50 beans. Like, what the fuck? It's crazy. It's wild, brother. Wild. It's crazy. It's too easy.
That really only works. That's what's fucked up about like the OnlyFans thing. I mean, I heard Joe Budden got one, right? But he has a following already. But women.
So did Aaron Carter. God rest his soul.
It only works for women.
This is the
Certain
same.
Eric
dudes,
Carter was
but
making paper though. That motherfucker
that's
was
the thing. That's the
singing
thing.
the bitches and jerking
Yo,
off, making mad
listen,
paper.
hey, yo, chill. Yo, listen,
I'm just
that's the
saying,
thing.
bro. Look, it
That's
was
the
on a
thing. That's the thing.
podcast.
That's the thing. It's a lot of things work for women that don't work for men, and there's a lot of
For
things that
sure.
work for men that don't work for women, but women still want to do it, and that's where
Right.
the miscommunication comes in, because women are better than men at a lot of things, but men are also better than women at a lot of things.
Well,
But
how
women
many
want to sit here and be
bitches
like,
you know that? And I'm sorry for saying bitches if y'all offended, but I'm just gonna say what the fuck I want. But it's like, did you have like 20 women build your house? Did you have 20 women manufacture your vehicle? You know what I'm saying? Same shit. Your tire
no,
goes
because
flat. How many women are out in the street
listen,
changing it?
life is easy for women, and they're so caught up in their mind that they want it easier, and they deserve easier. So as life gets harder for a man, life hasn't changed for a man. Literally, life has not changed for a man at all, at all.
If
No,
any,
it just
life
gets
has
harder.
anything, it got a little harder.
If
For
anything, it got a
sure.
little harder. Not
For
even actually,
sure.
you can't even say that, because the struggle's been around forever for men.
Maybe we just realize more with age.
Right.
It
Right?
was fun. When we were kids, it was different. You know what I mean? But we still fought and we protected the women.
Right, for
You know
sure.
what I mean? The same women who are today now talking about they deserve more.
Right.
Like, what do
You
you
ain't
mean?
lying.
You had gangs of dudes around you willing to fight for you that weren't trying to smash. We were just friends. You know what I mean? That just, if somebody fucks with you, you know what I mean? That's not happening. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
If your boyfriend hit you, he's gonna get jumped at the park. Like, that's what it was. You bring him out, and like I remember I was with Justice back in the day, and somebody hit Tia.
Yo, I miss Justice, bro.
I
I
see
miss
Justice.
him.
I talk to Justice all the time. But what's it called? I remember we was at the park, and it was me, Justice, and Chris Washington.
Oh shit.
You know
Yo,
what
I
I
haven't
mean?
seen Chris in a minute either, bro. I saw him at the
And
mall.
Word, he
and it was
still he still
10
owe me a
years ago.
Nintendo 64 cartridge.
Chris Washington owe everybody something. But no, yeah. So these are my mans right here. So we were at the park. We was like, what? You remember Tia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So we was at the park, and her boyfriend hit her. So Tia lured him out to the park, and we was all chilling. We were chatting and talking.
Which
You know what I mean?
joint? The Eagle Estates joint?
Yep, right there in
Ooh,
Eagle
that
State.
shit was jumping back in the day.
So
Shout out Eagle State.
Justice turned. So we was chilling. I swear to God, this nigga Justice jumped from the 3-pointer to the rim, and right hooked this dude Justice. His arm, I swear to God, he looked like he stretched Armstrong the way he hit that man and slid with it. He's like, oh yeah, hit the ground. Or because he hit a woman. He's like, oh, I'm a boxer. Hit him. Took him out. Saw the crab walking backwards. Help! 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 At the top of his lungs. And we was about to fuck him up, but that boy, you know what I mean? He was a boxer, so I guess he was fast.
Can't jump me if
like,
my legs work.
but nowadays, if she got hit, I'm gonna be like, yo,
What
she
happened
probably
first?
deserved it.
Right. You
I
kind of
wouldn't
feel
have hit her.
bad for putting hands on people in the past, thinking you were like the hero. But now
Yeah,
you find out you were the fucking villain, like you were the
You-
mob on him.
you
Yo,
also
dead
know
ass.
what-
I feel like Black Adam in a sense.
You know
the
what it is,
anti-hero.
though? It's like dudes ain't just out there fucking, smacking the shit out of women. I mean, I'm sure there's a couple. You know what I
There's
mean?
definitely bad
There's
motherfuckers
always
out there,
bad apples everywhere.
everywhere.
But at the end
We
of the
grew up
day,
in the rotten apple.
at the end of the day, like you said, well, what did you do? You know what I mean?
I wouldn't have asked that when I was 15, though. That's the thing.
We got 7 minutes left. 7 minutes left.
I actually gotta go. I actually gotta go in like a minute.
All right,
Okay.
bet.
I
Well,
actually
then
spent
let's
my
give you the
time,
big shout, bro. I miss you, bro.
Yeah,
Uh,
man, I miss you too,
And it's
bro.
a pleasure having you.
I'm gonna have like an ill podcast studio within a month. So if you ever want to come on, you could pull up and we could do it like the full version and shit. Like I got the actual. It's gonna look like some Joe Rogan shit. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So we could get shit rocking. But I appreciate you coming on tonight, brother.
Of course, man. Y'all have a safe night, man.
Yeah, you too, bro. You already know, bro. God bless.
God bless, brother. Yeah, Camacho. So, motherfucker, we got him tonight. You know what I mean?
Yo, finally, yo. That's mad love, though, right there. Yo, I appreciate that. You know, everybody got to look out for each other and shit like that. And I appreciate that shit. That meant a lot.
Shout out to Taking No L.
For sure. 100%. because there's a lot of people we wanted on that don't even want to show up, which is
Yo,
fine. But
so
he was there. He's loyal,
he fucks with my boy Link, right? And
right? For
Link
sure.
is dope. Shout out to Link. Shout out to Bob Macedonio. They got a podcast together called Street Legal, where Link is a street dude and Bob Macedonio is a lawyer. So Link brings the street part, he brings the legal part. But Link got this shit. No days off.
Right. I see you rocking that shit all the time. So
And then it's got Man Up on the back.
right.
Man Up stand for maintain all nerves under pressure. I think it's a dope fucking acronym. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But yeah, man, we got Lyndon on. I think we got Danny Cali next week. So
No, I hope so. I tried to call him last night, but I know a lot of people are busy and shit. Especially we got kids and shit now, so a lot of shit's different.
and then from
Yeah,
there, I want to give them a beat that they could get on together, and then have them come on together.
On Friday on a Thursday. You know what I'm saying?
Have them come on together as we release the fucking song. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be fire for sure, for sure.
With
I know
this
you got some shit in the Cauldron, motherfucker.
we got like 4.5 minutes left. What I want to do, anybody that watches this, I want to just number one, thank you for watching it, because we love
You're
this.
loyal.
The hate, even if it's hate, it's cool. Just tell us your thoughts. Drop some comments. Tell somebody about the podcast. That's how it's gonna grow. And the beautiful thing about this shit here, Camacho, is that it's fucking not scripted. You know what I mean?
Raw, uncut.
Yeah, it's raw and uncut. Like I said, I was gonna write down some questions. I didn't write down shit. I got it in my head, and
It's so natural, it's fluid, bro. That's how I like this shit. That's why I like what we're doing.
You know what's crazy? I was talking to when I went to the barbershop today. Shout out to NY Styles Barbershop on the Fresh Cut. Shout out
My
to
boy's looking flea right now. What?
Shout out to Mikey. But Mikey knows my background, right? He knows everything
Right.
I've been through, from like drugs to jail to just whatever the fuck I was doing. And he also knows I used to sell gold and sell. I was a salesman, right? He's like, you know what? He's like, that's what you have going for you. That no matter what industry or what you do, you're gonna be okay because you know how to communicate with them.
Right.
And that is, I feel like that's why people like me and you, we like real music. We like real hip hop. You know what I mean?
Right.
We listen to the new shit, but we'd rather put on something back in the 90s that got some
For
meaning
real.
and some message to it,
I
right?
just always love that gutter shit. You know, that fucking that shit that you listen to, it gets you so excited you want to go catch a body.
Yeah, I mean, yo, I remember what Jadakiss said that shit. He said, niggas pop me in up north and do 100 more dips. You know what I mean? That, I mean, and then we're from Long Island. Granted, you're in
Yeah,
Michigan.
for sure.
Right? But we have Homer Rakim, one of the illest rappers of all time. And what's so fucking amazing about Rakim is in all his songs, he never cursed in not one of them.
Pulling a Will Smith.
And that's one of the only rappers to do that. And to really change the game as well. From
Well,
when
to rap about hard shit without doing that, because I mean Will Smith did do that, but his shit was kind of soft, you know what I'm saying? Now he's talking reckless everywhere.
Yeah, jiggy with it, no.
Yo, I used to wake up getting ready to go to school to that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like for real. 7 years old.
That video came on, I think it was like a little Wild Wild West-ish too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was in Wild Wild West at that point.
Remember that song, The Wild Wild West? The Wild Wild West.
Yo, so I mean, I'm gonna say this. I'm proud of number one, the fact that we have been consistent doing this podcast the past couple weeks. And me starting up at school on Monday. My birthday's on Tuesday.
You want to do one on Tuesday for your birthday?
I think we will. I think
Just
we
a
will.
special edition. I'll wear my birthday hat and shit, you know.
Or your birthday soon.
Oh, shout out to my OnlyFans. No, I'm just kidding. I don't got one.
Listen, what we need to do is, being that I made you a moderator or administrator on the Caspers Cauldron page, right?
Okay.
Maybe both of us at least make 2 posts a day, even if it's sharing a meme or something that relates
I'm
to
fucking good at that. I won't share memes just to have a fucking historical site of things I want to look back on.
Yeah, and also so we could fucking move forward with the shit, like shit that relates to the podcast, and
Right.
then everybody within the group. I think I'm gonna go on and I'm gonna add everybody on my friends list, and maybe you do the same thing,
Sure.
and then ask
Right.
them to add a friend, each person to add a friend, right? So we could get to this point that number one, we'll be able to have mad comments of shit we should talk about in the Cauldron. We got like 30 seconds left. Is there anything you want to say?
I love all you motherfuckers, bro. Keep watching. Please like, subscribe, and put your people on. And we're trying to get up there. You already know.
Max. Shout out to everybody that fucks with us. Shout out to Lyndon for coming on.
Sure. Major
Shout
love.
out to my homegirl Rachel. She be watching this shit all the time. Shout out to Nicole. Shout out to just everybody that fucks with us and supports us, because we're gonna keep it going, whether y'all like it or not. But we're hoping you like it. And shout out to the Wu-Tang.
Yeah. But if you don't, we're gonna do it anyway.
Shout out to the Wu-Tang Dragon shit in the background.
You already know, man.